So there was some sort of prompt about, like, explaining stuff to me, but I skipped it all, so... Well, you know about as much as I do. Game is black and white. Fishy suspects. You're playing the season? I haven't even started. I haven't started the season yet. I suppose that's the best you got, is fishy subjects. What is this button? Oh, that's the credits. Okay, so I don't really know what to do. I missed the instructions. The apartment in pink. Let's review the fundamentals so that we can prepare you for your final test. It's time to show me your skills of deduction, detectives. I don't know. Like, chat did really well with words on stream. I think we're gonna need to show chat skills off. I recreated a short criminal case inspired by a true story archived in my database. So the one bit I saw was that there was somebody named Eve, and I'm guessing that they are some sort of AI assistant. I wonder if this is a play on A Study in Scarlet. I have no idea. Don't worry though, I'll follow you step by step. It looks like it's Scarlet-y. Here's our case. A mysterious thief broke into a fashion model's loft and stole one of her famous jewels. I forgot to switch stuffs. Hold on. I got so distracted by the loudness that I forgot to do stuff. Man, there's something in my eye. Okay, now we're good. If it is, you won't spoil the ending. You know it's AI when it says, I prefer not to continue this conversation. There's a catch though. According to the true timeline, the crime hasn't happened. So our task is to preserve the integrity of the time flow. To do that, we have to learn exactly what happened and find the right order of events. We can't interfere with the past, so we have to be sure our actions won't create further paradoxes. Hey! Emmy, come here. Emmy made the cat go shh. She really wants to play. During break time, she was like, Mom, play with me. Play with me. Time travel. Yeah, it's a hidden objects. Hidden objects investigation and... no. Hidden object investigation and time exploration game. Hidden Objects Investigation and Time Exploration Game. What are those acronyms? What would be the acronym for that? Okay, so preserve the integrity of the time flow. To do this, we need to learn exactly what happened and find the right order of events. We cannot interfere with the past, so we have to be sure our actions will not create further paradoxes. Yeah, I got this. I've watched enough Doctor Who. Poa tag. Hidden Object Investigation and Time Exploration Game. No, you both got it wrong. Hidden Object Investigation and Time Exploration Game. Hoateg. I guess it would be like this. Doesn't really help either, does it? Alright, the first step in any investigation is to find the crime scene. Zoom in to get a close look at the map and observe the details better. Are you playing Where's Waldo? Hi there, Agent Number 1! Thanks so much for the raid! How is Starship Troopers? Thanks for coming over. Hi, Dr. Sean. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. We're just getting started with a new game called Crime O'Clock. And get ready for this. It's a hidden object investigation and time exploration game. Got it. That was a really loud clap. That was really loud. Hi there, Master Blitzky. Please speak with English here, if you don't mind. That's super fun. Yes, mystery game. I honestly don't know how this is gonna play out, but since I saw this game on Steam, I've been like, yes, want to play. I don't know what we're doing though, so we're here just for the start of it. So that's good news. How was your stream? Oh, I see, Master Blitzky. I hope you're doing well today, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Jess. We play a lot of games here. We just finished playing RimWorld, and chat forced me to change games. Forced me. So I'm playing 2 games, 1 stream. It's a rarity. You're excited to see this? You haven't heard of it. It doesn't really seem like it has that big of a following on Steam at all. Chat room acting up. I know. Okay. So we're kind of going through the tutorial right now. Now we have to select an element and let the system verify it. If it's actually a clue, it will be highlighted. To select an element, press and hold until the system answers. Right now, though, we need to find the victim, our fashion model. Can you find her? I'm gonna guess it's her. Victim. Great job, detective. Here's our model. As you can see, she's reporting the theft to a police officer. Oh, is that what's happening? If we look closely, we can usually find more clues. She's pointing somewhere, probably toward her apartment. Let's see if we can find it. This is giving me Shadows of Doubt vibes. For, like, no reason. Remember to observe things carefully. We can guess directions and trajectories by assembling the details. Try following an imaginary line from the model's arm, and it will lead to the apartment. Here's one last thing, detective. Only for this case, to help focus on the right area, I'm highlighting the zone where the case takes place. So we're just gonna ignore the rest of the thing? I don't know about that, Agent Number 1. I would prefer not to do that. It seems to me like this. I don't even need to deduce anything really. It's like right in front of our faces. Apartment. Clearly broken into. Burgled. There it is. Everything has been turned upside down and the door is broken. Unfortunately, the thief is gone. It will be almost impossible to locate a thief we know nothing about, especially amid a crowd. Thankfully, my mainframe lets us examine the case from different points in time. Those points are called ticks, and they're frozen, fixed moments in time. It isn't ideal, but a collection of ticks is our only way to experience the past. That? You got that? My tea is too hot. My day is treating me well, thank you. And those seem to be very, very dark thoughts, although there's no grimness to it. I wish you all the best. Time traveling case. Yes. Hidden object exploration and... Note, hidden object investigation and time exploration. Oh, goodness. This is like a similar thing to me when I try to say hard space shipbreaker. Hard space shipbreaker. Hard space shipbreaker. I always get it wrong. Okay, we went back in time. The whole map has changed. Moving back and forth in time, it's possible to observe the movements and actions of the city's inhabitants. For example, the model's apartment is still intact. The thief has not entered yet. Let's take a look. The thief is bound to be nearby. I bet it's that guy. He looks too happy. Also, he got little cat ears and a little cat tail. And stripes. Hoed tag. Can I get rid of the... Yeah, okay. That's how we get rid of the drawings. The thief is bound to be nearby. Is there another way to move? Yeah, okay, this is much better. I can click and drag. Oh. Pretty obvious, huh? It's a ninja. Master Blisky, I'm really sorry to hear that. But yeah, like my mod said, it might not be a good topic for chat. The suspect. A tailed ninja. I guess we gotta tail them to see where they go. Maybe I was a bit too didactic in creating the simulation. But you have to admit, our suspect has everything. A dark jumpsuit, a balaclava, and a crowbar. He definitely isn't a heating technician. Or is he? Let's move forward in time and see if he's really the thief. Remember, we have to be 110% sure of our theories before we take any action to restore the timeline. But why is the timeline broken? This tick was restored right after the jewel was stolen. See if our not a heating technician is close by. Pay attention though, sometimes characters change their clothes or appearances between ticks, especially if they're about to do something suspicious. So wait, why is the timeline out of order? Look for the suspect. Are they still gonna be in this highlighted area? There's a kitty up there. That's the suspect. 110%. Maybe this game is too difficult. Yeah, Master Bisky, I totally understand. I get it, like, life is what it is. Took off the mask, yeah, but, is this our not a heating technician? Changed. Dun, dun, dun. He's leaving the crime scene and he's taken off his balaclava. Clever. Keep following are definitely not a heating technician. You can interact with me at any time. If there's a light bulb icon, I have a hint. Okay. Oh, that's nice. And then we can pull it back? Interesting. And this is our elapsed time. Okay. How do I close this? Like that. I wonder who this is. Where's he going? I bet he's going to a boat. The girl whose apartment got burgled paid some people some undisclosed amount of money, so they changed the timeline so that it never gets burgled in the first place. I'm here to make it right again. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out exactly, like, what's awry, you know? Because the insinuation is that the timeline's awry, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's awry. We need to continue the hunt for our suspect. Often, the solution to an investigation involves chases and surveillance duties. Did we move forward? Oh, we did. He no longer has his stuff, but he's talking to a rat who is celebrating. The gift of love. Here's our thief. Have you seen him? He's holding the loot, the stolen jewel, and he's giving it to a giant rat. Maybe this detail was a bit different in the original story, but that doesn't matter. AI has the right to some creative freedom after all. Okay, so they are AI. Now that we've caught him red-handed, we can be sure that he's our culprit. Send a report back in time to the local police and have him arrested. To them, it will appear like a message on one of their terminals. They won't have a clue about our involvement. We couldn't prevent the crime, but we've restored the correct course of history. When was history incorrect? We aren't basic police officers. Our job is not to prevent crimes and save the innocent. Instead, our task is to protect the true timeline. Solved. Of course. Of course. Self-care during times like this. Super, super important. Feel better and we wish you well. And good luck moving forward. Great job, detectives. Now for the final test. You need to turn off those alerts. That was an alert saying I got an achievement. That was an impressive first try. Or should I say they, were right in choosing you for the job. However, there's still something to be done before you can become a fully fledged detective. The Kobayashi test, your final test. Press play to begin the final test. Play. The enigmatic lime drink. Detective, this is your final test. Prove your skills and you'll be a full-fledged defender of the true timeline. Hi, Nidako, nice to see you. You'll face the reconstruction of a real case recorded in my database. A crime that never should have happened and was prevented by other operatives in the past. I'm sure you'll manage to demonstrate your detective skills by solving it. But it was a crime that never should have happened and was prevented by operatives in the past. Shouldn't things be good? Hello, Damelise. It is the legendary test. A gruesome crime has been committed in the cloister of the city's ancient university. We have a lifeless victim. Find him. This is the recreation of something already solved. The cloister? Oh no. He reminds me of, what game is it? Auction Not Included. It reminds me of Auction Not Included. When your duplicates die. Look at this statue. This statue is a butt. There he is. According to my archive, his name is Daniel Marone. He was an archaeology professor and author of international bestsellers. His book, in less than a century, will be the foundation of a cultural revolution. We can't let him leave the realm of the living like this. Not just for the sake of libraries, but to preserve the true timeline. Oh, what's that? Detective, check this out. A jack-in-the-box came out of the book. They were still legal in those barbaric times. The puppets. I mean, preposterous. Did you ever have fold-out books like this? I had a few of these and I loved them. Like when you open the book and they just made storybook pictures. They're my favorite. Along with Where's Waldo. My mom used to bring me back, because my mom traveled a lot when I was a youngin', and she used to bring me back books like that had, when you turn the pages, like scenes that would literally unfold, and also Where's Waldo's books. There's more though. A lime-scented drink has spilled on the ground. What exactly happened here? Was the drink poisoned? Was it a severe case of puppet-induced phobia? We are the co-pilot that helps everyone, yes. No, so we're not the AI. We're the detective. This is the AI. So I think they're the co-pilot. We have to find out, but how? As your AI assistant, I'm equipped with cutting-edge subroutines and analytical tools, most of which can be used for free with your current subscription plan. Oh, why does that make me anxious? Universal biochemical analysis subroutine currently loaded currently. Pop-up books, yeah. Welcome to my world. Now you're looking at reality through my systems. This is how I perceive everything, even emotions. And as you can see, no puppets, what a relief. I've activated a universal analysis tool. With it, we can extract biochemical and biometrical data from any crime scene, both from animate and inanimate objects. For instance, in this case, we can use it to determine if death occurred due to poisoning. Try your luck with it, UBA. What am I supposed to do? I have no idea what's happening? I just matched it based on pictures. It seems like it was right. No poison. Negative. No poison present. Pushy the buttons. I knew it. It is the puppet's fault. You can never trust those scoundrels. But how did the puppet end up in a book? We need to reconstruct Professor Maroon's day to find out other clues. Let's follow him back in time until we discover how he came in possession of the book. Backward. Wait, so what does he look like? He's got on a lab coat, maybe? And a sweater vest. Find the professor. Where's Waldo? I definitely thought this was somebody naked. My mind has been tainted by the naked statue. That's mooning everybody. It is mooning you, chat. Why is there a watch on the ground? Sadly, it doesn't let me click suspicious things and mark them. Probably an old-timey Western duster. Timey-wimey. Timey-wimey duster. In the park. You know what? He does not have ears or tails or anything. He's a new one. It's got a crack in it. So we're looking for somebody who does not have ears or a tail. Oh, the park. Oh, yeah. That definitely looks like him. Sit and sip. Oh, he's right here. You're gonna make me want to listen to Frank Sinatra? Look what you're doing. Up and to the right of Mooney. There he is. Suspicious. He just bought a book from this innocent-looking book vendor. Aha, what are you thinking, detective? Yes, I believe you're right. If Daniel obtained that strange book from this even stranger librarian, we may have found our murderer. We should investigate. Database match subroutine loaded currently. The identity of a person isn't always contained in my archives. I only have the memory of people who for some reason are considered important for specific historical events. Fortunately, with the database match tool, we can reconstruct the information of any person whose face is at least partly visible. Oh, I have to click. I've gotta click buttons. Oh. Me. Thumbs up. Death by happenstance, not a crime. Well, yeah. What if the pop-up book just scared him? What if he just had a heart attack from the spooks? You know, like I had when I first loaded this game because the splash screen was crazy loud. Good job. We know the librarian. His name is Umberto Ego, a retired university professor who still collaborates with the library. He wrote a single book, an obscure and enigmatic text called Ra and the Pendulum. Still, he and Daniel had nothing in common except that they worked at the same university. That isn't enough for a murder, I guess. Let's go back in time and see where Umberto got that strange jack in the book. Unless malicious intent was confirmed, that's the goal here. That looks suspicious. Find the librarian. What does he look like? Well, okay, he's got glasses, ears, a mustache, a bow tie, and, well, looks like bread for feet. Hey, there's our guy. Why is he standing there looking all confused, confuzzled, and the like? Can I move forward in time myself? No. Hi there, Gazebo. That's a real author? Was it a real author with only one obscure text? We are here to fix the timeline, not dish out justice. Yeah, we're looking for, bread feet. There you are. Mystery box. Here you are again. Book machine. A book machine. Finally, we have an interesting clue. Umberto is in front of a book delivery point, and he's picking up some to take to the stand of the university. At the same time, students borrowed books, and when they had finished their exams, they returned the books to a machine that collected and cataloged them. It's an old-fashioned, but effective system. However, the most interesting thing that is recorded is that it recorded the personal data of those who requested and returned books. Unfortunately, though, all recorded info is encrypted. Luckily, there's a universal decryption system. We got the keys, chat. We got the keys, man. He has lots of texts. You've been told liking his books is one of the few things all historians agree on. Oh, really? Interesting. Detective, we don't know for sure how to translate most ancient texts and codes. For that reason, we developed the Universal Decryption tool. While it can't give you a literal translation of ancient writings, it can be used to decipher the general meaning of almost everything. And see? I don't see. Whoa, this is weird. Interesting. Oh, I see. Whoa. Oh. So QWER backwards Y. Click the word. That was odd. These are odd puzzles. The last student who returned the strange book was someone with the name Roberto Beniamino. Now that we have his data, we can trace the phone number and find out where he is. We don't even need tools because the 21st century smartphone was practically an open window into its owner's life. Oh, so this is like nowadays stuff. Circle the word, not that simple. Identify... I don't know what this wants me to do. There's a smartphone over here. Okay, this puzzle I don't get. Click again when the green matches the size of the icon. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like... No? Oops. I didn't mean to do it again. Click on the tower. Oh! Oh! Chat, you smart! Chat, you smart. What would I do without you? And understanding how to navigate things, unlike me. Someone beat you to it, yeah. Here he is, Roberto buying a super maxi burger, whatever that is. Roberto was the last person who had access to our strange book, so it could be a solid trail. Let's follow him until we find a moment in time where he still has the book with him. We are very smart. Chat, smart. I can only see his butt though. He's got a... Oh, he reminds me of, what was that? What was that cartoon? The rabbit and the tail? I know this is not helpful at all. But... they were like anthropomorphic animals and... that. Okay, it was just called Arthur. There was not a rabbit at all. Nor a tail, I think. This is what this made me think of. Arthur has a rabbit friend. The bottle rim glasses. Yeah. I removed the butt emote. I can't start. I'm sorry. Look, I removed the butt emote because someone complained about me having removed the rude emote, and I just need more emote slots. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so yes, rabbity ears, rabbity butt, floofy hair, butts. Hey, this looks familiar. I feel like we've been here before. We have been here before. There's our thief. Hi, Vin. I hope you're enjoying your lurk. Rude. I know, it was so rude of me to remove an emote. How dare. How dare I do such a thing? Okay, so in the future tick, they're right here. So I would kind of expect them to be along the avenue somewhere. What's going on down here? Is this the rat that they brought the loot to? The rat. The rat. The ratty-ats. What are they doing up here? Ooh. That seems very dangerous. There's an archer squad up here shooting arrows at these targets that are far too close to vendors. and this is a concert? Vendors and an ongoing concert. OSHA intensifies. Is there another metro entrance? Whoa, Duchess O'Malley, we should hire you. We should hire you to be the detective, because now you're thinking. There is one over here. There's one over there too. There's also one over here. What are... Some of these scenes in the background really make me wonder. Like, what is going on? There's another one here, too. Okay, so there's lots of them? You play Scotland Yard with the family. What is that exactly? It seems cool. I'm just gonna rule out this bottom edge. What if our suspect is behind a wall, you know? Like, given the isometric-ish angle that we're looking at it, there's a lot of stuff that we can't see. It's a board game where one person is Mr. X and has to avoid the other players to win. That seems like it could be a lot of fun. Okay, so the next closest place besides... Oh, there they are! I just saw the floofy hair. I was gonna say the next closest place besides the concert area with the OSHA warning would be right here. They don't have the book with them, though. So they're walking this way. The rat is swimming this way. What about our burglar? What's our burglar up to? I'm kind of just enjoying looking at these scenes, you know? Like, oh my goodness! They flew it on a hang glider! They flew it on a hang glider. What skills? What is this interesting game? This is Crime O'Clock, and it is a hidden object investigation and time exploration game. Got it. Where did he come from? I don't know. I'm busy paying attention to our burglar. HOY and tag. So you just left the book machine, huh? Dim, 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 dim. So it's a hidden object investigation. So based on clues and context, we have to find elements in the scene that advance our investigation. And it's also a time exploration game, so as we find elements, like, we move forward and backwards in time. So we're trying to figure out what this person did with a book. Basically... Oh, I didn't read what that said at all. So, our first clue was this murdered professor, dead on the scene. This was in Time Tick 10. In Time Tick 9, he was sitting on the bench up here and sipping his limeade drink. Here he was walking nonchalantly, not a care in the world. Here, he was picking up a Jack-in-the-Box book, which we presume to be the tool of murder, because here it is right next to him. Spooked him to death is my bet. But where did he get this book? Well, he got it from this strange librarian, who we can see here carrying a mystery box that he picked up from the book machine, which essentially is a book return. And using some tools from that our AI assistant has, we were able to determine the person who dropped off the Jack-in-the-Box book was this person whose name I forget. Oh, Roberto, who was seen here. And then tracking him back, he was here, and then here. And now at tick 2, we need to find out what he was doing. I'm not tired, chat. You're tired. My lunch is sitting in my belly and it's making me all sleepies. All sleepies and stuff. Wait, okay, so what was... Look! Look! The images do change each tick, yeah. So every time something different is happening because we're actually moving backwards or forwards in time. Thank you, Duchess, for the wrist stretch. Wrist stretch important. You were very upset at your alarm this morning. You're definitely taking a nap after work. I was very upset by my shark this morning because I woke up to it going and vacuuming my living room. Silentry programmed it to vacuum early in the morning, and it's been waking me up because it's a vacuum early in the morning. Nom, 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 nom. We should make dinner. What? It's only lunchtime. Okay, so our suspect was walking this way in tick 3, so I imagine we would find them either here or around. This person does have a fluffy tail and ears. Yeah, from the book drop-off. I was thinking either this way. And maybe his hair is all floofy because it's under a hat. That doesn't quite have the same face. This is one busy city. Like, people seem like they're living a good life here. The kids' park. Oh, good call. Yeah, there he is. With the book, putting the Jack-in-the-Box. Pranking. Here he is. He's preparing his Jack-in-the-Book. I believe Roberto only wanted to stage an innocent prank, but he started a dangerous chain of events. Coincidences are the most devious threat to the true timeline. They can go unnoticed and are weapons of choice for those who want to disrupt the correct flow of time. As you know, we can't influence the past in any meaningful way, but we can send messages to any technological device. I'll notify the police that a student is damaging public property in the form of our book. They'll show up and scold him a little bit, but that'll be enough to prevent a dangerous chain reaction. Well, isn't that influencing time? Like... Right. It says we can't change the timeline, but we just did. We finished the test. Good job, chat. This is only a simulation. Our fictional Roberto didn't have the knowledge or means to attack the true timeline. But you can be sure that others can and will. And they like... and they like using unsuspecting people like Roberto to start chain reactions capable of disrupting the proper flow of time. Added to the wish list? Nice. However, this is a concern for another time. First, let's celebrate your successful completion of the test. Fireworks. Detective, congratulations! You're now a fully fledged operative agent. I suggest that you relax a little. Disturbances in the true timeline are extremely rare. Just kidding! New Nexus event detected! I'm afraid your relaxing is already over. A new Nexus event is corrupting the true timeline. What is a Nexus event, you ask? Alas, there's no time to explain. It's bad. Really bad. Imagine life as you know it stopping instantaneously. An entire age of your history collapses. We have to act swiftly. Let's go. Alright, let's go. In the beginning, the AI vaguely implied the professor wasn't meant to die there. I think you're right. But still, that seemed a little bit contradictory. Detective, pay attention. Because now we mean business. This is a real case, not a simulation. Something terrible is happening. My quantum scanners have picked up a very strange signal. Records of crimes that were never supposed to happen are somehow forming within my database. We have to act now. Oh, that's a good question, Detective. Why crimes, you ask? Well, altering the course of history through violence and deception is by far the easiest way, because time tends to correct itself when given a chance. However, it's pretty hard to fix something when your key actor is out of the picture or worse. Well, enough with the explanation. Let's go. Based on my readings, I can say we have a murder. Mortar! The victim should be somewhere on the castle grounds. Hi, Death Pixaris. Nice to see you. Oh, look. They're returning the stolen artifact to the model. Somewhere on the castle grounds? Castle? This is a castle. This looks suspicious, doesn't it? Maybe they were shot with an arrow. Somebody is painted as a target. They're all running. They're staring in this direction. They're all looking. There's a watch over here. It fell on the performer. Something fell on the performer. Ouch. There's a lot of crimes in this relatively small section of city. I know, right? There's a victim beneath this fallen spotlight. Axel Blood, lead singer of the Blood Axles. He shouldn't have died on this day. Also, the Pizza Incident, their next album, will be a worldwide success. There are some absolute bangers on it. So, let's get to work saving Axel. Have you noticed, Detective? I've installed a language pack that will let me speak as a true denizen of the information age. It'll be fun. Then back to our investigation. Something must have cut the cord and caused the spotlight to fall. But what? Look around and see if you can find any misplaced sharp objects. I did find, you know, a pocket watch up here. That seems suspicious. Yeah, it does look like it hurt. Just a little bit. Oh, you mean like this? A bolt? From a crossbow? Are you familiar with this ancient murder weapon? It was fired from a ranged weapon called a crossbow. The tech was very clever for its time. Let's rewind time and look at who shot the bolt. Considering the singer is based on Axl Rose, you're expecting the band's name to be a play on Guns N' Roses. Probably. Before proceeding, because I have a feeling that to solve this case, we'll need to keep track of many notions, give me a second. I've installed a new tool, the Case Journal. Cool. Interesting. It is actually the dialogue. That's useful. Okay, so who fired it? I'm gonna guess this strange looking guy who makes everyone around here look really nervous. Also, he's holding a crossbow. They just have longbows. There's our possible suspect. He has a crossbow in his hands at a point just before Axel was murdered. Oz Bones. He's a former member of the band. Officially, he left Blood Axles due to artistic differences, but there was a gossip about fights over royalties on record sales. Let's follow Oz to study his movements in the moments after the murder. We need to know whether he's linked to Axel's death. I can't change between ticks on the timeline myself. 5-hour stream. Usually I do 6-hour streams. World events don't work out the way they were said to in messages from the future. It's been a while since you read it though. Is this the same rat? He looks very angry, doesn't he? Looks very angry indeed, and yes, there was the jacket and the hat and the glasses. So you want to continue following the suspect. He was headed... looks like over the crosswalk? For a murderer... I'm surprised that he was so willing to follow the rules of the road. He was not jaywalking. Might have committed murder, but no jaywalking. Unless he went into the metro. But it looked like he was planning on going this way. I actually really like how the image lines up with the background behind it. Like, perfectly. There's a tentacle coming out of the portal in space. The portal's gone now. This person is wearing, like a kimono. Near the bottom? Oh my gosh, you're right. They went through the portal and came out here. Odd. I feel like there's probably a lot of sub-stories happening. Oh my god. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, they're attacking a pickpocket. I want to go back. Were they climbing out of the what is this called? Sewer? Okay, I'm very distracted now. The sewer grate, there we go. What's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? What's happening over here? It's a marching band. This guy's throwing a toy for his dog, it looks like. Oh, is that Keanu Reeves? The other sewer grate moved? Yeah, that's what I was saying about. I would like to be able to go back myself. Stop being distracted. Look, Sir Lucia, I don't know what you want from me, alright? You want me to pay attention? And and actually solve the case. There's so much interesting stuff happening in the background. It's distracting. In the marching band with the feathered hat. Oh! Clever! ADHD. He's hidden in the marching band, which is crossing the street, and he's no longer carrying the crossbow. Yep, this is suspicious. If we find the crossbow, we can analyze it. By comparing the grooves impressed on the bolt and those left by the crossbow drum. That way we can determine whether it's the murder weapon. We need to find out where Oz hid the weapon. In this same scene. Well, I mean, he went from here to there. Oh, look. There's the model. She's like, oh no, my house was broken into. You wouldn't be surprised if there was a certain thieving raccoon. I mean, I think he looks suspicious. Everyone around here is dressed in modern clothing, and then there's this guy. Crime O'Clock. It does look like this just closed, though, doesn't it? Like, it's obviously got... They've just shoved through the marching band, though. Everyone's really disoriented. Like, she looks like she's been pushed aside, and this fella's helping her out. This group... Everybody else here looks like they weren't disturbed, but this person in particular looks very, very disturbed. The previous screen said this part of the game is taking place in 2015. A trash can? Oh, back here? Next to the lamppost? Yeah, no. I already clicked this guy, right? So, he was last seen here. I would really like it if I could go back myself. Because I can't possibly absorb all the environmental clues and, like, remember them as I pass through to the next thing. Like, did he throw it into a tree? Is that a rock or a bush? But he definitely, like, shoved past here, right? Because there's a camera. A hat. Oh, Cody, you smart. He put it in his hat. He must have. Nope, he didn't. But that's why he looked shocked. Hi there, Katie Bot. Nice to see you. This one was hard. You saw it last night. Yeah, even our bona fide crime solvers in chat have been stumped. Yeah, no. I'm just checking all the hiding spots now. The poster. I thought for sure that he gave it to this guy. You won't spoil it? Well, please, yeah, please don't. That would be upsetting. We're invested now. We gotta figure it out. So, I wish I could go back a tick because I would like to see how this whole thing started. Yeah, you just know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Attacking a purse snatcher. Whew. Maybe the dumpster in the alleyway. They had to pass to push over the camera crew. Which dumpster? This game looks weird. This Rimworld game. What's the mod list? This is Crime O'Clock then. A hidden object investigation and time exploration game. Out here? Yeah, no, I think we're missing something that's staring us right in the face. Okay, I thought you looked suspicious with your swirly glasses. Do you need to find a TV or something that broadcasted where he hid it? Yeah, so this is what I was wondering about this camera. I feel like it's in here. I mean, I'll look around. There's so much going on. This is a... What? What is this? They're yelling at a monkey? Throwing rocks at a monkey? Yeah, there's the professor. Suspicious. I haven't looked over here yet. Look at this. There's a rope from this porch. This is really cool. Look at this theater, I guess. Theater and apartment buildings. With all the trees and things. That's super neat. Oh, the band members are really upset. In the truck! Sneaky, sneaky! On the truck! Yay, so sneaky. Yeah, it required, like, looking outside of the area that we were thinking. Super sneaky. Let's compare the groups and press on the arrow found at the crime scene and those left by the crossbow's drum. If they coincide, we have the murder weapon. Doesn't this match already? Did I do it? I did it. We did it. The murder weapon. There's no doubt this is the murder weapon, so Oz Bones is the culprit. However, Detective, remember that our goal is not to arrest a criminal, but restore the true timeline. In this case, it provides that Axel survives and that Oz isn't charged with such a major crime. A partial deviation can be reabsorbed by the time stream, but a substantial one cannot. Anyway, we take one problem at a time. We have to figure out every detail in this case before we act. Let's reconstruct Axel's day to find out why Axel wanted to kill him so blatantly. Then we can figure out how to prevent the crime. Doop, 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 doop. All the way back to tick 1. Well, now I'm gonna want to sit around and look at everything. What's this? Actually, wait, this is Axel. Is it not? Water weapon? Did I say water weapon? Click the thing. Is that not him? It looks just like him. That's Ozzy. Oh, right. We're finding Axel. Look, there's the turtles. Turtles. They're so cute. Water weapon. Well, Axel's gonna be up this way, right? This looks suspicious. There's our burglar preparing to do the thing. So they're not performing yet. It doesn't seem like they're out and about. I actually don't know what they look like. Do they look something like this? So much to look at! There's no crime o'clock poster. This person was doing this exact same thing at like tick 8. They haven't changed. Oh, it's the professor! The professor is looking at his watch and then he goes up this way. So where's that guy who's painting goop everywhere? It's the portal gun again. Somebody's going around with a portal gun. Yeah. Axel Blood. Hey, I found him. I don't think that counts. There is so much to look at. Super suspicious. That's the most suspicious thing I've ever seen. Could you be more blatantly obvious about your nefarious activities, you two? There's Book Kid on his way to prank. On the way to the prank. There's a cat. Whoa, pupper! Near. Okay. So, I haven't totally seen them, although I feel like I won't recognize them even if I did. There's a camera person. The only thing I remember about them is they have skulls on their shirts. The band has skulls on their shirts. She's running down the street with a present. Maybe they're dining on this rooftop. No? Is that them? That's them. That's totally them. That's Axel. Celebrity routine. You seen the slash guy near the cathedral? Yeah, I didn't. I looked at everything else but them, apparently. Keep following Axel. Tick 2. I'm not sure how far they would have gone. Have a good one, Duchess. Thanks for hanging out and coming along with raids and things. There's the marching band. I hope you have a wonderful remainder to your time zone. There's the murderer. Hi, Belle! Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. Hello. How is Dave the diver? Did Dave treat you well? Did the NPCs treat Dave well? Hi, Drakeny! Dave is never ending. I know. It's never ending. Here's the burglar, preparing to burgle. It is never ending. I'm still working on it. I hope you had a great stream, Belle. I really appreciate you coming over to say hi. I am Jess. We're playing a game called Crime O'Clock that released sometime last week. And prepare for this. It is a hidden object investigation and time exploration game. I missed a letter. Hidden object investigation and time something investigation. Dang it. No, it was time exploration game. Hidden object investigation and time exploration game. Did you enjoy your fishing? There's no fishing. There's no fishing. So we had to basically solve a crime using context clues by moving through time and finding clues and things to support our hypotheses and whatnot. So right now we are investigating a murder. A famous musician was murdered by an ex-member of the band somewhere later in the timeline. We're currently in tick 2, so we're trying to restore said timeline. There's the librarian. Mordor. Let's take the eagles there. Mordor. Not Mordor. Mordor. This actually looks like a really awesome game. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So right now we're trying to find Axel. Axel looks like that. So we arrive on the timeline on tick 8 with Axel having been murdered by a fallen light. We found a bolt back here that had lodged itself into the wall after it shot and displaced the light that killed Axel. On the wall, like the parapet to this castle, we see this guy with a crossbow. On tick 8, we find him here, undressed, carrying a crossbow. Tick 9, we see him here, completely undressed, blending in by wearing a marching band hat, which makes more sense in context with what's happening in the scene at the time. Right now we're on tick 2, and this is tick 9. And we found his crossbow on a truck, and when analyzed, the striations of the bolt itself match the drum of the crossbow, so we know that Oz here is the murderer. So, tick 1, here's Axel doing his celebrity thing, and so we're on tick 2 trying to find Axel, and I get really distracted by everything else that's going on. Like, first off, how did Oz go from being over here to being all the way over there? I guess it's 5 ticks worth of stuff. Naked except a hat, blends in seamlessly. Well, so judging by this, here's all the reporters and things like, wow, we met Axel, whoa! But where did they go? I feel like they could have taken the metro. There's the marching band that is going to be up here in a few ticks. This doesn't make sense. How does he get from all here all the way over there in the amount of time it takes the marching band to just march down the street? Not only does he get all the way over there, he manages to, like, arm the crossbow, fire it, and flee the scene before the marching band even makes it down the street. Maybe the marching band stops to perform. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's my headcanon. They're stopping to perform. Yeah, I was like super slouchy in my seat. So, oh. I found them on the rooftop. Okay, so I'm guessing that time... No, that doesn't make sense either, because in tick 1, this guy had like bumped into this guy. And they had moved like 4 feet. How did they get from over here all the way up here? With food, nonetheless. This Axel? Are you Axel? Are you Axel? Are you... You're Axel. Upset. While the rest of the band is at the restaurant for breakfast, Axel's off to the side, texting. He seems particularly upset. Who was he writing to? Didn't Murder Guy have his phone out in the bottom of the screen? We have to get our hands on his phone so that we can read those messages, but we can only do it when Axel doesn't have it in his hand. In fact, this is one of the precautions we'll have to take, so that we don't inadvertently interfere with space-time flow. I feel like whoever wrote this watches a lot of Doctor Who. Like lots of Doctor Who. Find Axel's phone when it's not in his hands. Look, what are they doing? These two people are jumping through portals and now they're being chased. There's a bunch of like subplots happening. Like, look, here are the Ninja Turtles. There are the Ninja Turtles down there. There's the librarian. There's the band. The phone's in his hand, though. Rockin'. It's a Rick and Morty reference? Ah. No, I think time is somewhat linear. What do I know? Okay, so there's their car. It's now parked, which means they should probably be setting up. Find his phone. There it is. I'll connect to the operating system of that piece of technological antiquity so that I can extract the info we need. I kind of wish I understood this Rick and Morty reference. First, we need to unlock the phone in order to access the data stored on it. To do that, we'll have to reproduce Axel's fingerprint. It looks good to me. I don't know. This matched up? No. That... Got it. It's just as we suspected. The rumors were right. Oz was kicked out of the band. Due to economic issues related to song copyrights, the last messages are full of threats. The threats he sent are an active felony. If we can link him to the messages, we can have him arrested for a crime less serious than murder. That should be enough to restore the true timeline. From the messages Axel received, we can extract the IP address and triangulate. Well, I'll spare you the technicalities. In simple terms, we can trace Oz's location. Okay, so now I know how to do this because chat figured it out. Basically, a mad scientist drags his grandson around through portals on a wacky, often dangerous adventures. I see. We traced the phone, but Oz had already disposed of it. We have to go back in time to when the phone was still in his hands. Tick 2? I know exactly where he was. Right here, sending angry messages. Threatening. Angry face. Oz is walking and texting at the same time, which was then one of the major causes of death. That isn't our issues, though. The important thing is that he's using his phone. Now we can link him to the threats Axel received and alert the police, who can arrest and charge him. That way we'll prevent Axel's murder and simultaneously get Oz on a lighter sentence than one that murder would be. Great job, chat! We solved our first real case. We should celebrate. We're celebrating! We're celebrating. It took us 35 minutes almost. One more second required. 35 minutes. The Red Bloodstained Band. Hey, wait. But what? I'm getting some weird interference in the flow of space-time. It's as if something is distorted. We need to check this. It could be a malfunction in my system, or something worse. Do you think it's the monster that was leaning over him? The distortions in time seem to flow related to Oz. Is it a coincidence? Well, coincidences are the worst of enemies, and this has to be connected to the murder. Find Oz! Found him! Look, this monster thing, is this like a hypnotic? It's a bob? Intruder alert! There's Oz, but what? Have you seen it too? Are my sensors acting funny? There's a person next to him, an intruder who seems to come from, well, outside the time flow. I can't stabilize the image because it disappeared when my system tried to pull info from it. However, traces of this intervention remain in the time flow. Watch Oz carefully. The anger he feels isn't natural. It must have been caused by the intruder. There are questions that we absolutely must answer. However, first, we have to file the case and go back to the main screen of my system. There we can continue this discussion. Oh, and I'll get rid of this stupid language pack. We don't have time for more jokes. For now, well done, detectives. That was unsettling. I have no record of a similar entity in my database. We're facing something completely new, so I'm afraid this will be a long, complex mystery to solve. Let me install a little upgrade. Monster! Done. I've added the details about the strange happenings surrounding the last case on the board. We still can't grasp the nature of that mysterious figure, but at least we have some understanding of what his powers are. I suggest we call him Rage in the meantime. What a cool name. Rage. New Nexus event detected. Okay, I think we might be bad luck. Now an explanation is in order. Under normal circumstances, the true timeline is naturally resilient, but can adjust itself if minor or rare changes occur. But if too many quantum alterations were to happen in a small time frame, well, history could break apart. Those concentrations of changes to the true timeline are called Nexus events. It is our duty to stabilize them before it's too late. We need to identify and revert any alteration made to the proper course of history, and we have to do it right meow. And by right meow, I mean at some point in the future. That's not right meow because I'm not prepared to start a whole other investigation, chat. It's getting late.